Hi, King Dan here. This video is called Family Fed Fiction. Father was senile. So people use this argument all over the place. They'll say, oh, father, he was senile. He made mistakes. Okay, so they attach it to that. Or he was tricked into appointing hyunjanim. Or that somehow the absolute sex teachings, it was just like, let's close our eyes, let's pretend he didn't talk about that. Just the ramblings of an old man going crazy. But if you find yourself actually using any of these father was senile arguments, you might want to understand who Christ is first. All right, so look at Father's words. God will not allow it. I am still raising up Hyungjanim and still raising up Kukjanim. I am also raising up Hyunjanim. However, he is telling people Father is senile. That is a lie. Do you think I'm senile? They are saying that I am senile. Do you think that I'm senile? No. Even if I live to be 100, I will not go senile. God will not allow it. Adieu. All right, so this was back in 2010, and what he was talking, I guess there was a period of time where Reverend Kamiyama was spending a week or so with Father, and they were just conversing. And so, but really, if you read this, God will not allow it. Everything I understand about God's will, which isn't much, I do understand that that's an absolute certainty. God's will is absolute. So God's will here says God will not allow Father to be senile. So basically, you can't make the argument that Father was senile. And Father's even calling this out as being a lie perpetrated by Preston Moon's group, which Kamiyama was interacting with at the time and still is. So basically, the best argument you can go is to say that Father was already senile as he was talking here in this, presentation. But there's a huge problem with saying that Father was already senile, and it's not necessarily to say that, it's how you're saying that. Because what ends up happening is that you become the arbitrator of truth that allows yourself this divine authority to pick and choose which verses, speeches, books from Father you actually want to apply and to adhere to. Now that's a very dangerous precedent because basically it's relativistic. In nature, you end up creating your own theology versus uniting with the viewpoint of Father and God. All right, so for these words, it's actually the previous day, and this one is even captured on audio. There is no difference in meaning of serving Father now or 30 years ago. Isn't that right? It doesn't matter if I become 80 or 90. They said, Father became senile, therefore we need to make the right decisions. They ignore me and claim their decisions are better than mine. It's ridiculous. Don't you feel ashamed, Kamiyama? So again, he's talking about Hyunjin's group kind of doing their own thing under the banner of uniting with Father, and Father is calling them out on doing so, saying he's senile, perpetrating and kind of spreading this falsity around him. You can't do that. You have to accept Father's words in their entirety, by his definitions, and in the context that he's providing them. When I read Father's words from all of Father's words, but particularly in the last several years of his life, I don't think he's senile. Are you?